Hello everyone, welcome to PyLearning. In today's video, we are going to engage in yet another coding interview session. One of my followers put down a comment in one of my videos asking me to discuss about Pythagorean triplets in an array. So basically, you have to write a Python function so that when it is passed an array or a list of numbers, then the function finds out all the Pythagorean triplets that are present in the array. Now, before we jump into this problem, let me give you some advice that might be useful to you. I have basically opened these three groups, one in Facebook, one in Reddit, and one in Telegram. These groups are about programming career guidance. So basically, if you want any help in resume writing, motivation letter writing, job hunting, or anything related to finding a career in your programming domain, you can easily post questions and we can discuss a lot of things that can help you build the best portfolio for finding the perfect job. Now, we can discuss in our groups, we discuss things like what are the common questions a data scientist is asked in Airbnb, booking.com case study, best ways to write a resume for a software developer. I share my own resume and a lot of other things. So basically, if you need any kind of help or if you want to provide help also, like suggest other colleagues how to build the best portfolio for applying for a programming job, make sure to join one of these groups or all of them, depends on you, and then we can share our knowledge and help each other build the best portfolio for any job. So guys, I'm waiting for you to join this group. Make sure to join them. Links are in the description below. Now let's get back to business. Pythagorean triplets, if you think about them, is very easy, right? A square plus b square is equal to c square. That's the basic formula. And if you think about it, you can easily write a for loop to go over the elements in an array and basically see which elements are satisfying this formula. Now, I don't want to do all those for loops, you don't need me for that. I'm here to show you unique ways how to find out Pythagorean triplet using Python. Of course, is by using a library, because I love to show you the various usage of libraries in Python to show you what a beautiful language Python is. Let's get started. So, like I mentioned, we are going to use a Python library. In this case, we are going to use the Itertools Library. Specifically, we are going to use this combinations method. What does this method do? Well, it basically returns the various combinations of elements present in an iterable. It takes in two parameters, one the iterable itself and another parameter called as R. What is R? So basically, how many elements you want to be in each of those combinations. For example, here is an example, combinations ABCD, and we are passing R equal to 2. So what is it going to return? It is going to return you AB, AC, AD, BC, like that. So here you can see there are two elements in each combination. Another thing to notice here is that you won't find any duplicate combinations. So for example, when once A is combined with B, you will not find another combination where B is combined with A, because this combination already exists. So we are going to use this method in our Python program to find out all the Pythagorean triplets that are there in the array that is being passed into the function. Let's write the code. So first, let's import the combinations method from Itertools, import combinations. Okay, then I can write my function, define Pythagorean triplet. Try to be as descriptive as you can while writing your function name. I'm going to pass in the parameter array. Let's also take care of everything outside this function. So print Pythagorean triplet, and then I'm going to pass in 1, 2, 3 until 8. Alright, so this is the array we are going to pass in, and we want to find all the Pythagorean triplets in this array. So what I can do here is, first I need to use this array to find out the square of each number. So what is Pythagorean triplet? So basically a square plus b square is equal to c square, right? Now, instead of squaring the numbers inside a for loop, what I would rather do is I would square the array itself and store them as key value pairs. So for every element, I also have the square. So I can deal with both of them as a key value pair and use them in my code. So what I'll do here is I can say squared num equal to, watch what I do here. So I can say dict, so basically dictionary, and then I'm going to say num square comma num for num in array. All right. So basically once I do this, we'll have a dictionary for square number variable. Let's print the dictionary, see what we have got here. So once I print it, you will see we get 1 1. So basically the value is the number and the key is the square of the number. Here you see 2 is the value, 4 is the key, 3 is the value, 9 is the key, and so on, right? So now we have both the key value pairs and we can work with them to find out the Pythagorean triplets. How will we do that? So let's use the combinations method. Before we use the combinations method to find the Pythagorean triplet, let's see how it works. So I can say for x comma y in combinations, let's pass in the array squared num, and then we want 2 elements in each combination. Let's print out x comma y. All right. So when I do this, here you see I have these combinations. So basically 1 4, 1 9, 1 16 until 164, and then it starts with 4 9, not 4 1. Why? Because I told you earlier, combinations is not going to repeat duplicates of combinations, because 1 is already combined with 4 here. We are going to get combinations starting with 4 9. Now when it moves to 9, you are not going to get 9 4. You are going to start with 9 16. So this is how it works. I would suggest practice and try this combinations method out, so you will become more clear in what this method actually does. All right. So now let's delete this. We know how combinations work. Let's now find out our Pythagorean triplet. So I'm going to write a list comprehension here. So I can say triplet equal to, now pay attention because this is the solution of this problem, one line solution. So I'm going to say list comprehension. So I'll say squared number x comma squared number y comma squared number x plus y. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna explain you everything. So basically let's put them inside a tuple. Okay, and then I say for x comma y in combinations, and then inside combinations we are going to pass in the squared number and then 2, because we want 2 elements per combination, right? If x plus y in square number dot keys. I know it's a big list comprehension, but stay with me. I'm going to explain you this. Let's run this out. Okay, so we have to return the triplet as well. So now let's print this, and there you see we have our Pythagorean triplet. So basically 3 4 5 are the Pythagorean triplet. What does this do basically? Let's go through this list comprehension one more time. So basically I'm saying for x comma y in combinations square number 2, you saw how the combinations we got 1 4 1 9 everything. If x plus y is in squared number dot keys, so basically if a square plus b square is already in square number dot keys, remember in keys we are storing the square of every element in the array. All right. So if a square plus b square already exists as a key in the squared numbers, then return the values of square number x, square number y, and square number x plus y. So basically this key, and then the key that is x plus y. So only if these keys exist, you return it. So basically this is how I am solving the Pythagorean triplet, by using this list comprehension. I'm not using any for loop. Of course there is a for loop here inside the list comprehension, but unlike other portals that use a for loop to multiple for loops actually to find out the Pythagorean triplet. I'm only using one for loop. Now, if you have a better solution, make sure to put down your solution in the comment section below so I can know a better way to solve this. Also, remember, if you have any other questions that you want me to solve, then make sure to put those questions down in the comment section. So next time I'm gonna make a video on those questions. This is an example of how you can use the Itertools library to solve problems like this in an easier way. Also, you get to learn some new things about this library which you may not have noticed. For example, this combinations method. So it has its own advantages. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video.